Charles with us this year. I think he will enjoy it. Certainly, we know about the commitment of Union Planters Bank to these kinds of endeavors, and we're just glad that he's with us as one of the co-chairs this year.
Now, Mr. Cook, how long have you been associated with the Tennessee Minority Purchasing Council?
Well, my service goes back probably 8 or 10 years ago when I was fortunate to serve as the chairman of the advisory council for the Tennessee Minority Purchasing Council. My service in regard to this forthcoming opportunity fair has been fairly recent. That organization gets put together each year, and I've been in that role now for several months, but we're looking forward to August the 23rd down at the Nashville Convention Center of kicking this thing off, and I know it's going to be a success. This year being the 15th anniversary, we're celebrating the power in partnerships, and I think there is, as Mr. Lawson pointed out, there's great value in partnerships that develop as largely as a result of this fair in many cases.
Very good. Mr. Lawson, I think we've indicated that and you've indicated that this is the 15th annual Minority Business Opportunity Fair. Let's talk about this fair from the perspective of exactly what can people expect from this fair, and sort of compare this 15th annual fair. And of course, you can't do that until after the fair is over. But in terms of some of your expectations and some of the things that you anticipate coming out of this fair compared to what has gone on before.
Well, let me touch upon a few highlights. And I've enjoyed Mr. Cook's position being a co-chair for 2 years with the fair, last year and the year prior. And you know, what can someone get out of the fair? What they bring to the table. Good. It is an excellent networking opportunity. And it's an excellent opportunity to do business. Each year, we work very hard as an organization, and the staff works very diligently along with the co-chairs in presenting opportunities for minority vendors to come in and have an opportunity to sit down one-on-one with major corporate purchasers and essentially display their wares. Now, last year, we started something very new, which was called a contract tally rally. And what we were trying to do with this event is to showcase actual contracts that are negotiated on the floor during the fair, and have companies that are willing to participate in partnerships like through the TMPC to step up to the bar and say, this is what our commitment is to minority business development and purchasing from minority companies. And it was extremely successful last year. And I know that probably Beverly would shoot me if I don't have the exact numbers, but I feel we did over $1 million at the fair last year, actual contracts, negotiated and committed at the fair, with further contracts that follow. And you're right, it takes a while after the fair is over to really tally up and see how effective we were. But last year was a banner year for us. We had over 370 exhibitors there. Over 3,000 people walked through, and a lot of money exchanged. The business of procurement was there. And that's what we hope, and we really know, even though I know that Charlie and his co-chair, Johnny Hayes with TVA, are going to have, and I like to brag a little bit too.
Sure.
They got a tough act to follow, but I'm pretty sure they're very capable of doing that. But what we're all concerned about is, what is the outcome? Good. This is not just a show to walk through and see wares and pick up trinkets, as I say, and walk out the door. There's a lot of business going on at the fair, and it's an excellent opportunity. I guarantee you my booth will be there this year.
Very good. And of course, Mr. Cook, you and Mr. Johnny Hayes, as the co-chairpersons of this Minority Business Opportunity Fair, have undoubtedly worked together, and you've given us some idea in terms of what we can expect. Why don't you sort of give us an overview in terms of some of the meetings that you've had and some of the things that have come out of there and some of the things that you anticipate are happening at this fair?
Well, we've had a number of meetings. In fact, we've been meeting about every other week to make preparations for the fair. And one of the first things that struck me was the enormous amount of energy that goes into the preparation for such a fair, and the talent that Cherry Henderson and Don Nelson, who manage the Tennessee Minority Purchasing Council, have rallied around them in terms of volunteers who really make this thing